How's it going, you guys? This is Editor C. You're watching Fresh News. So, what I want to talk today about is explain to you a little bit about this woke propaganda which they are pushing in Netflix. Okay, so I've noticed a trend. Okay, and I'm not gonna say it's entirely bad because I mean most of these people that are doing are directors and everybody has their own ideas. You know, if you're the director, you're gonna push your ideas. But I do notice that this is one way where sometimes the youth are able to formulate their opinions because what you do is you create heroes out of people, out of these type of people, out of these characters that that people portray. Okay, so I noticed that when it comes to women, I guess what happened after a while passed, people were getting tired of putting the damsel in distress type of role. So what it eventually they began to do is to push this kind of independent, articulate, smart woman as main characters, and you can see it, you know, in many incidents, and you can see it in some which they're usually the outcast, you know, and you see this in incidents kind of like I think it's called the movie with Lindsay Lohan. It's a very famous. I think it's called Mean Girls. It's a very famous movie. And the other one is a Netflix series with The Perfect Date. You know, you see this character, how she portrays herself as this kind of, you know, funny, kind of sarcastic kind of way, you know, with feminist tendencies. Now, am I entirely opposed to it? No, I'm not really. But one of the things that the media does, I mean, not the media, but the entertainment business does, what they do is they somehow try to paint you this type of way to paint you a narrative, or they paint you a way of how society should be, you know. Like in the 90s, they kind of tell you that you have to, by a certain age, you have to lose your virginity, you know. And in the 90s, I guess they were trying to aim it more for guys, you know, average looking guys who are not really that attractive, in my opinion. They put them, and you know, and they tell them that by a certain age you have to get these amount of girls, you know, and they in some raunchy kind of comedies. But when it comes to 2000, I guess they are now doing a new type of they're still doing the 90s, you know, kind of American Pie, but what they're also doing is they're pushing, like they're painting these superficial, plastic, egoistic, narcissistic women and replacing them with the, you know, what the role models, you know, the kind of woman that you should aspire to be, and they're usually always independent, sarcastic, woman, borderline feminist. And I think that this is the reason. I think this is what's happening. I just wanted to share that. I'm not gonna say it's entirely bad, but at the same time, I do need you guys to understand that this is one way how they're able to formulate your political opinions. Whether you agree with it or not, it is one way how you're influenced by the cinematographic. All right, so that's pretty much what I just wanted to say.